Section 5.2, Graphs of Straight Lines, Part 2. We're going to graph y equals 3x plus 1 from a table. Looking at our table, we have our x column. We have our column where we will substitute the x value into the equation, a column where we will record our y value, and then we will write our ordered pair x comma y. We're going to start with the x value of 2. We can choose any x value we want. We're going to substitute the 2 into the equation, so y equals 3 times 2 plus 1. Simplify that. 3 times 2 is 6. 6 plus 1 is 7. Our ordered pair is 2, 7. My favorite x value to use is 0. Substitute it in. Y equals 3 times 0 plus 1. Simplify, and y equals 1. And our ordered pair is 0, 1. Another x value to use, we want to use a positive, a negative, and 0, so negative 2. Substitute it into the equation. Y equals 3 times negative 2 plus 1. Negative 6 plus 1 is negative 5. Our ordered pair is negative 2, negative 5. Let's go ahead and plot these points. There's 2, 7, 0, 1, and negative 2, negative 5. Use a straight edge and go ahead and draw your line. Make sure you put arrows on both ends to indicate that it keeps going. The x values we chose, again, a positive, a negative, and a 0. We're next going to graph y equals 1/3 x minus 3 from a table. Our table is set up the same way. This time we're going to be a little more careful with the x values we choose. Look at that fraction of 1/3. We don't want to have to try and graph fractional increments. So our x values we choose, we want to be multiples of 3. I'm going to start with x equal to negative 3. Substitute it in. 1/3 times negative 3 is negative 1. Negative 1 minus 3 is negative 4. So our first order pair is negative 3, negative 4. Again, use 0. Substituting. Y equals 1/3 times 0 minus 3. Our y value is negative 3. Our ordered pair is 0, negative 3. A positive x value to choose is 3. Substituting in, y equals 1/3 times 3 minus 3. 1 minus 3 is negative 2. Ordered pair, 3, negative 2. Let's go ahead and graph. Start with 0, negative 3. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 0, negative 4. And 3, negative 2. Go ahead and connect and make the line. Now the direction is to write the equation in y equals mx plus b form. By doing that, it's easier to calculate our y values for our table. 5x minus 2y equals 10. We're going to subtract 5x from both sides. Negative 2y equals negative 5x plus 10. Divide each term by negative 2. Simplify, and y equals 5/2 x plus negative 5. In this case, for table and the x values you're choosing, good ones to choose would be 2, 4, 6, 10, -8, -12, multiples of 2. We're going to look at another example. We're going to write the equation in y equals mx plus b form. 3x plus 5y equals 15. Subtract 3x from both sides. 5y equals -3x plus 15. Divide each term by 5. Y equals -3/5 x plus 3. For our table this time, good x values to use would be -10, -15, 5, 25. All those would give us whole number y values, integer y values. We're going to graph -2x plus y equals 1 from a table. First thing we want to do is get it in y equals form. So here's our equation. In this case, we're going to add 2x to both sides. There is no coefficient of y, so y equals 2x plus 1. Setting up our table. You can choose any x value here. We don't have to worry about a fractional part of it. X equal to -2 to start. Substituting in y equals 2 times -2 plus 1. Simplifying, our y value is -3. Our ordered pair is -2, -3. X value of 0. Substituting, y equals 2 times 0 plus 1. Our y value is 1. Ordered pair is 0, 1. A positive x value to use, 1. Y equals 2 times 1 plus 1, 3. Ordered pair is 1, 3. Let's graph our ordered pairs and make our line -2, -3, 0, 1, and 1, 3. Use a straight edge, take your time, make your line. First, we're going to talk about the x-intercept, and I'm going to draw several lines here. I'm going to say that every single one of these points that I'm making right now are x-intercepts. Happening at every one of those points is that is the point where the line crosses the x-axis. All of those points have the same y value of their ordered pair. The x-intercept is the point where the line crosses the x-axis. Y equals 0. The bottom graph, we're going to talk about the y-intercept. And again, all these points are on the y-axis. They are the y-intercept, and they all have the same x value. The y-intercept is the point where the line crosses the y-axis. X equals 0. Find the x-intercept and y-intercept and graph the line. We're given the equation 5x minus 3y equals 15. If we're talking about our x-intercept, we know that y equals 0. Substituting 0 in the equation, 5x minus 3 times 0 equals 15. 3 times 0 is 0. 5x equals 15. Dividing by 5, x equals 3. And we have the ordered pair 3, 0. Finding the y-intercept, we know that x equals 0. Substituting 0 into the equation for x, 5 times 0 minus 3y equals 15. Negative 3y equals 15. Divide by negative 3 on both sides. We get y equals negative 5. Our ordered pair is 0, negative 5. Go ahead and plot those points. Make the line. And there we go. You can see that our ordered pairs came out nicely as integers because look at the 5 and the 3, the coefficients of the x and the y, and the constant term of 15. We can see that 5 and 3 divide evenly into 15. 5 and 3 are factors of 15. We're going to graph the line y equals 3. List 3 ordered pairs when y equals 3. Doesn't matter what the x value is, but y must equal 3. 0, 3. Pick a positive x value, 4, 3. And a negative x value, negative 5, 3. Go ahead and graph. And draw the line. At every single point on this line, y equals 3. Graph x equals negative 4. List 3 ordered pairs when x equals negative 4. Doesn't matter the y value, the x value has to equal negative 4. Negative 4, 0. Negative 4, 3. Negative 4, 1. Go ahead and draw the line. Every single point on this line, the x value is negative 4. That's section 5.2, graphs of straight lines.